windows as the spacecraft rotates to keep from getting too hot on one side, too cold on the other. They carried with them the biological day of the Earthling, 3 meals, a snack or two, 8 hours of sleep. Time to work, time to relax, time to reflect. 3 days, falling upward to the moon.
Noun 44 is NA. Delta VT 00197. 003 00152. Apollo 11, this is Houston. I've got the morning news here if you're interested, over.
Yeah, we sure are. We're ready to copy and comment. Okay, first off, looks like it's going to be impossible to get away from the fact that you guys are dominating all the news back here in Earth. Even Pravda in Russia is headlining the mission and calls Neil the czar of the ship. I think maybe they got the wrong mission. Among the large headlines concerning Apollo this morning is one asking that you watch for a lovely girl with a big rabbit.
Hello there, Earthling.
Hello there. An ancient legend says a beautiful Chinese girl called Chang'o has been living there for 4,000 years. It seems she was banished to the moon because she stole the pill of immortality from her husband. You might also look for her companion, a large Chinese rabbit, who is easy to spot since he is always standing on his hind feet in the shade of a cinnamon tree. The name of the rabbit is not reported. Okay, we'll keep a close eye for the bunny girl.
And in Corby, England, an Irishman, John Coyle, has won the world porridge eating championship by consuming 23 bowls of instant oatmeal in a 10-minute time limit from a field of 35 other competitors. Over.
I'd like to enter Aldrin in the oatmeal eating contest next time. He's on his 19th bowl.
Roger.
Back here in Houston,
Mayor Louis Welch promises the lifting of lawn watering restrictions if the rains continue. And the big news around Houston today concerns the Astros. In the sports world, the Houston Astros rallied in the 9th inning at Cincinnati to dump the Reds 7-4.
Your 3 wives and children got together for lunch yesterday at Buzz's house. According to Pat, it turned out to be a gift fest. President Nixon is planning to use his executive power to streamline the Interstate Commerce Commission. It was reported Nixon would trim...
He was later in the week enthusiastically welcomed at the Jackie Gleason golf match in Miami, Florida, where local residents celebrate.
As air pollution reached critical levels, the Senate unanimously backed a National Environmental Policy Act to make the safeguarding of the physical environment.
Astronauts are not the only explorers in the news. San Diego awaits the arrival of Mrs. Sharon Adams on her solo crossing of the Pacific. Seen here leaving Yokohama, California couple said they plan to marry at the precise moment Armstrong sets foot on the lunar...
In Vietnam, things are relatively quiet, with only a few firefights. 814 men of the 3rd Battalion, 60th
GIs north of Saigon were evacuating villagers. In the Mekong Delta, a South Vietnamese force was reported.
Where Viet Cong's American League was firing flight of nose yesterday by Vietnam.
Plus all balls plus 000 9 or 8 plus correction 00572 perigee plus 00085 00764, 030, 000, 293, now 86, minus 00759er.
Apollo went into orbit around the moon. The journey that had taken the lifetime of mankind was nearing its crucial moment.
Hello, Apollo 11, Houston. We're wondering if you started into the limb yet, over.
The lunar module Eagle was again given a thorough checkout to ensure the functioning of all systems, as Armstrong and Aldrin prepared to seal themselves off from Collins in the command module and for the two craft to pull apart.
2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Houston out, over.
Okay, it's go there, Capcom on the hot fire. Okay, all flight controllers going around the horn, gonna go for undocking.
Okay, retro, go. Fido, go. Guide, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. GNC, go. Ecom, go. Surgeon, go.
Capcom, we're go for undocking.
Hello, Eagle, Houston, we're standing by, over. Eagle, Houston, we see you on the steerable, over.
Roger, Eagle, undocked.
Roger, how does it look?
The Eagle has wings.
Roger.
The Eagle has wings. On its own now, but with Columbia near at hand, it coasted around to the backside of the moon, and there, while out of direct communication with the Earth, it fired its engine to slow its descent to a touchdown on the near side of the moon. Collins in Columbia continued in orbit, awaiting their return.
Okay, all flight controllers, gonna go for landing. Retro, go. Fido, go. Guidance, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. GNC, go. Ecom, go. Surgeon, go. Capcom, we're go for landing.
Altitude 4200.
Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet.
You're looking great.
How you doing, Control?
We look good here, fine.
How about you, Telcom? Go. Guidance, you happy? Go. Fido, go.
2,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Into the ag. 47 degrees.
Roger.
47 degrees.
Still looking very good.
Your go.
Copy. Alarm. 1201. 1201.
Roger, 1201 alarm.
1201 alarm. Same type, we're go, flight. Okay, we're go.
We're go, same type, we're go.
Altitude 1600.
Eagle looking great. Roger, 1202, we copy it.
35 degrees. 750. Coming down to 23. 540 feet and it's 15. 1050 feet down at 4. Altitude, velocity, light. 3.5 down, 220 feet. 11 forward, coming down nicely, 200 feet. 4.5 down, 5.5 down. 100 feet, 3.5 down, 9 forward. Okay, 75 feet. Car's looking good, down a half. 6 forward.
60 seconds.
Lights on, forward, forward. 40 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust. Straight shadow. 4 forward, drifting to the right a little.
30 seconds.
Forward, just. Contact light. Okay, engine stop.
We copy you down, Eagle.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
This is Apollo Control Houston at 105 hours.
今世界は人類がその歴史上初めて月面に一歩を踏む瞬間を待っているのであります。街の通りにはかなり多くの人が見られますが、大多数の人はもちろんテレビを見られるホテルのロビーとか休憩室に集まっています。私たちは待っているところで。
que l'homme pour la première fois prenne pied sur la Lune. Les rues sont loin d'être vides naturellement, mais naturellement aussi, c'est surtout dans les halls d'hôtel, les bars et les appartements que les gens se groupent, c'est-à-dire partout où ils peuvent trouver un récepteur de télévision. Et nous attendons tous.
Lagebericht, während die Welt darauf wartet, dass ein Mensch zum ersten Mal den Mond betritt.
And the world waited. July 20th, 1969. It is said that 500 million people gathered at TV sets around the world to wait for the first Earthling to set foot on the moon. Countless millions more listened on the radio to the voices from the moon.
This is Neil, radio check. Neil, this is Houston, loud and clear. Break, buzz.
Never before had so many people been attuned to one event at one time. The world waited, curious, wondering, aware, like a sleeper wakened in the night by a faraway sound. A moment sensed, more than understood.
Stand by. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. Neil, we can see you coming. Okay, I just checked getting back up to that first step. That isn't collapsed too far, but it's adequate to get back up. Roger, we copy. It's a pretty good little jump. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The limb footbeds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the limb. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Mais c'est un bond en avant gigantesque pour l'humanité.
And is on the moon at 4 seconds, Cape Kennedy time, astronaut
L'homme est sur la Lune à 22h50. En action jeudi. 人類が月面に到着しました。ケープ・ケネディ時間で4時17分。船長は船からrecueillons des échantillons.
Oh, that looks beautiful from here, Neil. It has a stark beauty all its own. It's like much of the high desert of the United States. It's different, but it's very pretty out here. Are you getting a TV picture now, Houston? Neil, yes, we are getting a TV picture. You're in our field of view now. Okay, ready for me to come out? All set. Okay, I'm on the top step. It's a very simple matter to hop down from one step to the next. You've got 3 more steps and then a long one. Okay, I'm going to leave that 1 foot up there and both hands down to about the 4th rung up. There you go. Okay, now I think I'll do the same. A little more. About another inch. There, you got it? That's a good step. Beautiful view. Isn't that something? Magnificent sight out here. Magnificent desolation. Tyler is very, very fine powder, isn't it? Isn't it fine? Hey, Neil, didn't I say we might see some purple rocks? Find the purple rocks? Yep. Very small, sparkly fragments. Okay, Houston, I'm going to change lenses on you. Roger, Neil. Thank you up again when you finish the panorama. You're going too fast on the panorama sweep. You're going to have to stop for... I haven't stopped. I haven't set it down yet. That's the first picture in the panorama. Okay, I'm going to move it. Tell me if you got a picture, Houston. Well, we've got a beautiful picture, Neil. Okay, we got that one. Okay, there's another good one. For a final orientation, we'd like it to come left about 5 degrees over. Okay. Okay, that looks good there, Neil.
Buzz is erecting the solar wind experiment now.
Every precious minute of their 2.5 hours on the surface was programmed. Rock and soil samples were to be collected, photographs taken, experiments set up to catch unfiltered particles from the sun, to record moonquakes, to measure precisely by laser beam reflection the exact distance between moon and Earth.
Columbia, this is Houston, AOS, over.
Houston, Columbia on the high gate, over.
Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully. They're setting up the flag now. I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have TV coverage of the scene.
That's all right, I don't mind a bit.
They've got the flag up now, and you can see the stars and stripes on the lunar surface.
Up now, and you can see the stars and stripes on the lunar surface. Beautiful, just beautiful. How is the quality of the TV?
Oh, it's beautiful, Mike. It really is.
I'd like to evaluate the various paces that a person can traveling on the lunar surface. You do have to be. All right, you do have to be rather careful to keep track of where your center of mass is. Sometimes it takes about 2 or 3 paces to make sure that you've got your feet underneath you. And about 2 or 3 or maybe 4 easy paces can bring you to a fairly smooth stop. It's like a football player, you just have to put out to the side and cut a little bit. So-called kangaroo hop does work, but it seems your forward stability is not quite as good. Would get rather tiring after several hundred feet, but this may be a function of the suit as well as lack of gravity force here.
American, this has to be the proudest day of our lives, and for people all over the world.
I think it's great, really great for the whole world.
This means a lot to all the countries, not just for America.
And being out of it and being closer to the moon makes us realize that we're all human beings together.
I hope it brings unity amongst all countries.
And I just hope it won't help you from solving all internal problems you may have.
Well, I think it's a waste of a lot of money that could be used for something else. They holler about people being on starvation.
This huge amount of money Americans spend to see what the moon is like. What's for?
It's disgusting. It's a pity they haven't got something else to do. Be better if they'd done something for the old ones.
What if Columbus had decided he couldn't get the money from Isabella? Where would we be?
That's one of God's celestial planets, and he put it in the sky for a purpose, and he didn't put it up there for people to clutter up like they have the Earth.
Myself, I'm really interested to see what's up there. And
we must open all secrets that are opening to us throughout the ages.
I think that the dream of the man from the beginning of the human race is coming now.
Alone, 45 miles above the moon's surface, Michael Collins completed an orbit every 2 hours. He listened to the progress of the moonwalk and awaited the moment when his companions on the surface would lift off to rendezvous with him. For 30 times he saw the Earth rise over the horizon of the moon. 12,000 miles of twilight, a line that divides night from day for 3 billion people on spaceship Earth. It is good to see the whole earth, to see the earth whole. The Eagle had left the moon and returned to Columbia. Within this strange ship, 2 astronauts and a treasure. Triple-sealed vacuum boxes of rocks and soil from the surface of the moon. Locked within these rocks were secrets of the ages, to be studied and deciphered by the scientists of Earth. The age of the moon, the age of the sun, how the moon was formed, how life began. Was there ever life on the moon? Was the moon once molten and volcanic, or has it always been cold and dead? Was it once part of the Earth? Or was it a wandering planet captured by the Earth eons ago? How hot was the sun 3 billion years ago? When Armstrong and Aldrin, with their precious load of moon rocks, had transferred to Columbia, the faithful Eagle, its task completed, could be cut adrift. Columbia fired out of lunar orbit to begin its 3-day fall back to Earth, where the recovery fleet was waiting for its splashdown in the Pacific. Look down. Look down. That fragile bubble of life afloat on a sea of nothing. Spaceship Earth.
recovery force information, over. Go ahead. Roger, the Hornet is on station, just far enough off the target point to keep from getting hit. Recovery 1, the choppers...
July 24th, the Hornet was on station, and the President of the United States was aboard. Re-entry into the Earth's invisible atmosphere carries with it one of the most critical moments. Traveling nearly 25,000 miles per hour, the command module can miss the angle of re-entry by only several degrees and disintegrate into flames or bounce off into space, never to return.
Velocity 33,000 feet per second. 35,000 feet per second now. 36,000 feet per second. We're at entry time. There's blackout. Houston through Orion. Apollo 11 Houston through Orion. Apollo 11 Houston through Orion 4. Hornet reports a sonic boom a short time ago. Apollo 11 Houston in the blind, Airbus has a visual contact. Apollo 11 Houston through Orion, standing by. Over. Strokes. Apollo 11, this is Hornet, over. Apollo Hornet, this is Apollo 11, reading your last course. Our position 1330, 6915. 11 Hornet, copy, 1330, 1675. Any further data, over? 1330, 169er, 15.
what was it we were really celebrating? 3 men who had done what no man before had done? A technological feat that was believed beyond the realm of possibility? The fulfillment of an age-old dream? Were we celebrating simply because it had been a long time since we'd had anything to celebrate? Or was this something that touched an irrational, unthinking instinct in us all? The treasure of the ages. Stones from across the night. Unrubbed by wind, unwashed by rain. Scattered on tranquility. Bombarded by solar particles for billions of years, but unchanged in any other way, a moon rock is like a diary of the sun, an eye unblinking since time began, that stared across the sea of space, that watched the blue planet when life began. Remembered in these rocks are ancient sunspots, solar flares, solar storms whose fiery arms reached out 1,000,000 miles. By making ourselves very small, like Alice, perhaps we will see what these rocks have seen, and remember back those billions of years to decipher the life of the sun. Locked within our sun are answers to mysteries that have confounded man since time began. We have reached out with our telescopes. We have reached in with our microscopes, seeking. What is the source of life? What combination of energies and elements brought it into existence? What is the relationship between the non-living and living things? How delicate is the balance? Man slowly begins to realize how fragile is his bubble of life. We have walked on the moon. We open our minds to the universe.